I'm reading this amazing book that I have to recommend to everyone. It is called
Get Dick Down by Alan Carr.
Bang It Out by
The
Alan
Easy Way
Carr.
to Get Dick Down by Alan Carr. Get you up with Nikki Glaser. Today in studio, I have Anya Marina.
What a show.
What a show. Andrew Collin.
Yo, girl.
Hey.
What a show.
And new to the show, but killing it. You can follow her on Instagram at Luisa Lange, everyone. Lange.
Yes,
name.
follow me.
You can go see her headline Caroline's on Broadway right down the street. Next Wednesday.
Yeah, a week from this Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, January 15th at 7:30 at Caroline's. You can go to carolines.com for tickets. Congratulations. That's going to be so fun. Is that your first headlining gig in the city?
Gig,
yes. That's
I'm
so
very
exciting.
excited, yeah.
How long you been living here?
I've been here for a little over 3 years.
And where'd you move from?
I moved from Boston. So I grew up in Boston, went to Boston College, moved here, started doing stand-up right away, and I've loved it since then.
Yeah.
Always been a big fan of yours.
Thank
so I'm
you.
very excited to meet you.
Oh, that's so nice. How's the New York scene starting out, early on? I've
It's
done
rough
it before.
for sure. It's like
Andrew's done it.
Yeah, it's rough. A lot of shitty open mics where no one's listening to you, nobody cares what you have to say, no one laughs, and you feel like you're not funny, and then you do a show and you do really well and you're like, "Oh, I am good at this." And then, it's I don't know, it's tough.
Yeah,
I'm sure you know.
Yes,
it's tough, but I'm starting to sort of make my way out of I'm starting to get
open mics.
Yes, exactly. So I'm past at a couple of the clubs and I'll get late night spots.
Yeah.
I do Greenwich Village a lot.
Nice.
That's great.
So that's good. Yeah, it's just they give me a time. They're like, you're on at 10:35. So I just get there at 10:30. I go on. I can leave, do something else.
Yes, it's so nice to have spots and not have to wait around for 3 hours.
For 2 hours, 3 hours for your name to come out of a bucket. It's like
totally.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be don't get me wrong. I'm still definitely in the mic scene, but
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
You have to be.
To
You're
start
hustling right now.
crawling my way out of it and getting real spots. So
that's really exciting. Are you dating?
I'm going on dates.
Oh, really?
Yes.
With comedians? Do you date comedians?
No, never. I haven't yet. No,
Really?
I think all comedians are problematic.
Yeah,
like
you're not
myself
wrong.
included.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to date. I feel like comedians are. I don't know, man. They have a lot.
Are
of
you
problems.
not attracted to them? Do you have to make a conscious effort to not?
I just think
date them.
No, actually, I think I'm just not interested in any of the comedians I've met.
Yeah.
Nothing against them if they're listening. They've
asked you out. Though,
You know
let's
what?
be
I
honest.
feel like I am at a place in comedy where I need more friends. I need to have friends right now that can help me and support me, and I can't be burning bridges by fucking dudes that I'm at mics with. You know?
Yes. That's
I
a good
just can't.
point.
It's more just work. I'm not gonna mix the two.
Yeah.
You know,
That's smart.
too dangerous.
Right. It's so hard not to.
Because
though.
I'm crazy too. It'll ruin my life, and I'll be like, I
But
can't
you're
go.
attracted to people who don't do comedy, so that's good.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's good. So where are you meeting these guys?
I was using Hinge for a while.
Mhm.
I posted
Andrew?
about that date that I went on that was really, really bad.
Oh my God!
What happened?
That was wild. That's why I got you on the show.
That's why you asked me to come on. Yeah.
Holy shit! Wait a second. Wait, do we have a transcript of that?
I have it on my
Can
phone.
you pull that up?
Yeah, let me
This
get
is insane. This date. It is honestly one of the worst things I've ever heard.
And none of it is made up either. People were like, no way.
And
right?
that's what it was so uncanny was that it was, and I knew that I trusted you when you said none of it was made up, and I think I DM'd you
you asked
are
me,
you
were like,
serious?
tell me right now, is this real? And I was like, yes. And you were like, come on my show.
Okay, so
And I was like,
let's hear it.
Thank you to this man. Do you want me to read? Do you want me to
so
read?
tell me how we got to this guy.
That's the problem.
Because you read this and you go, how on earth could she ever go out on a date with him?
I don't know.
Wait. Let's wait for her.
That's
to
the thing.
reveal.
Am I the problem? Because I didn't see any red flags. I was just like, he's cute and all this stuff. But
On Hinge?
Yeah, on Hinge.
Okay.
What did he answer on Hinge? Were there anything that drew
I
you to
honestly
him?
don't remember now.
Okay.
I just know we had one mutual friend who is a guy I went to college with.
It's always
He's
one.
fairly
It's
normal.
just one
yeah,
guy.
yeah. And I don't know. I texted him for a little bit before, and he seemed fine.
Yeah.
And he showed up, and it was just from the get-go, just disaster. Okay, ready?
Yes.
All right.
Where'd you meet? Where did you go meet?
We met at a bar right by my apartment, which is cool because now I can't. Every time I walk by it, I'm like, huh. I'm like, I can't. And it's right. I see it out my window, so that's good. Okay, he pulled out a jewel, which I thought was weird. It's like, I'm not 12, you know, not 21. Like, I'm not whatever. I think it's weird to pull out a jewel during a date. Told me over and over again how stupid he is. Made me guess his high school GPA, 2.1.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Wait, this sounds a lot like Andrew.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
a first
He's
date,
like,
by
oh,
the way.
shit.
It's like, when did we hang out?
Called the waitress a retard.
Okay, yeah, me. Check.
Check. Talked about how sick the Coke is in Miami.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Pulled up his sister's Instagram to show me how good looking she is.
Oh,
Whoa.
Made me say like, oh yeah, she's like, he's like, look how hot she is, and I was like, okay.
He's hot?
Yes.
Maybe in a way that's him saying how hot he is. you
Maybe.
know? Like,
I wrote, Def fucks his sister. Tried to leave without paying. Got mad when I didn't want to leave without paying. Big tattoo on his thigh that says,
tried to leave without paying. He tried to dine and dash.
100% yes.
with you or
Because-
without you?
No, with me.
He tried to get her to go.
Because like I said, he
I
called
like
the
that.
waitress.
Bonnie and Clyde.
The
he called the
waitress.
waitress a retard.
So he's like, she's a retard. We don't have to pay. Let's go to another bar. And I was like, if this guy thinks I'm going to go to another bar with him, like, I'm trying to get out of this situation. And he's
Sounds like a bad boy.
he was like, I just like want to get out of here. Like, we don't have to pay. Let's go. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to pay. I ended up paying for the whole thing.
oh my God.
Yeah.
So wait, so how do you know he has a thigh tattoo?
He told me.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. I didn't see it. He told me he has a West Virginia thigh tattoo.
Oh yeah, WV,
Pointed out,
man.
pointed out my fidgeting constantly. Told me to try and go 1 minute without fidgeting. Made me look up how he should get home. Said Fairfield was a bad school after I told him my sister went there. Told me he used to chew a tin of tobacco every day and made me check how fucked up his gums are.
How?
Said he should have a DUI. Told me I didn't
He
necessarily.
should have a DUI.
Told me I didn't necessarily need to go on a
I like
diet.
this guy.
Didn't need necessarily.
He said, quote, how bad would you feel if you told someone to kill themselves and they did? And then the
Maybe he
kicker,
had just watched that documentary.
maybe.
Yeah.
But it was out of nowhere. And then the worst part is he explained to me what he explained to me what a Dalmatian is, as if I didn't know that.
Like
Well,
the
I don't even
spots on a
understand.
Dalmatian.
So it came up, and he's like, and so there was I saw a
He's
Dalmatian.
like-
oh, you know, the dog with its mostly
Literally,
white. But it has,
yes. He was like, so my family had Dalmatians growing up. And I didn't ask him. I wasn't like, what is that? He's like, my family had Dalmatians growing up. It's like the fire truck dog. I was
What?
like, thank you.
So how did
I've
it end
been
though? How
wondering.
awkward was the end?
It was so
Did
bad.
he try going for a kiss?
Explain to me
No,
what a
absolutely
Dalmatian-
not.
Can you imagine showing someone your bad like tobacco gums and then
He's
try
like,
to
check
kiss
it
them?
out. I
Yeah.
was like, that is so gross. I don't want to know that.
And he called out your fidgeting.
Yes, because I'm doing it right now. I play with my rings
Yeah,
when
can
I'm
you stop?
talking. Can I? Yeah.
This
Can
guy
you go
sounds
1 minute without
so
doing it?
emotionally
Did you have me to
abusive
do
and
that?
He said, can you go 1 minute without fidgeting? And I can't help it. I play with my rings.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
use my hands when I talk. And I wasn't even fidgeting. I was just being like, well, I'm explaining things using my hands. And
Dalmatians
I'm
are-
like, what is a Dalmatian?
This guy gets laid.
spots.
I don't know, but he's
Was he hot?
crazy. No, and that's the thing. Like,
Ugh,
his pictures were all old.
right.
He showed up and I was like, you catfished me a little bit.
Oh, really?
Oh, what? Of
He
course
had
he
a little.
did.
He had
How
some
old is
gray
he?
hair.
Okay, this guy.
Man,
A little bit
ew.
fatter than he was.
Ew.
Which
World
world
I mean,
is
whatever.
this guy's oyster? He just doesn't have to pay for shit. He gets
Right.
to tell women
Oh,
how to
God.
live.
And
He
then
gets-
after I paid for the whole thing, I just went up to the waitress and I was like, hey, I have to get away from this monster. I'm going to just put it on my card and I'm going to go. She's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't notice. And then I left. I was like, I got to go, bye. And he's like, did I say something? And I was like, you said everything, honestly.
Oh my God.
Great
Yes.
line.
But I get home and I get a text from him that says, hey, I had a good time with you. Let me know if you want to hang out again. I was like, were you on the same date that I was? Like,
Wow.
Unbelievable.
well, it was unbelievable.
Did he
I
know
hope
that
he's
you were a
listening.
comedian? Did he ask you anything about yourself? I'm guessing he wasn't that
He
curious.
knew that I was a comedian,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Sorry, I'm just like trying to be funny," and he just
Oh,
kept saying
God,
things
yeah.
that
So
awful.
were not. He's like, "Me and my brother are pretty similar. The only difference is that he's straight." And I was like, "I don't get the joke." Like he
Oh
just,
my God.
yeah. And he's like, "No, I'm kidding."
No,
that's
look
what
at
I'm
his
saying,
dick in this
dating-
picture.
He's really
Yeah.
hot.
It was bad. It was so bad.
That is so.
It was
so
so
bad.
What a gift, though, for your career.
What a gift for my
Are you
career.
going out on a date like once a week? What
No,
are you-
no.
oh.
I don't even. I feel like I don't even have time for that. I just
Yeah.
so I never, truly, I never date. I don't use the apps. I'm mostly focused on my career. On like if I have any free time where I'm not doing stand up or I'm not doing working. I want to like be with my friends. I want to be sleeping. So, but I made myself start dating a little bit, and I went on. That was the first date.
Yeah.
That I went on.
Yes.
It's
And I was
always like the
okay, yeah. I was like, okay, got it. Like, I think I'm out for now.
I had
And
that
so now I'm
once too.
just
I
kinda-
showed up and a guy was like 20 years older, maybe 25 years older than his
Yeah.
photos. All of his photos. He was wearing an Abercrombie t-shirt from like
He
1990.
was wearing this T-shirt from the photo, but he was 20 years older.
And
You
then
thought in the picture it was vintage, but it's just from the date.
he smelled so badly of this horrible cologne,
1976.
and he had like 4 hairs in his head.
Why was it that date? Is that the start of
Pipe
Abercrombie?
cleaners?
Probably.
Yeah.
So
He
wait,
was
so what did you
mean
say to
me,
him?
Too. I was just like, he goes, people like us, we have to take care of ourselves because we are getting older. I'm like, you're getting older. You're 25 years older than your photos. I was like, those pictures are old, and he wouldn't own it. He's like, no, it's the other day. I'm like, come
Is he
on.
Russian? What
He
is-
was Italian. I can't remember what he was, but he was not of this country. And he was mean. He was also mean to me.
Yeah,
like,
he was
like
mean.
little
This guy was
digs.
mean.
And then he also completely missed the memo. Thought I wanted to hang out again. I was like, it couldn't have
Where
been a
did
worse
you
date.
get? Like,
Weird.
I don't know where he
God,
missed
it's so
that.
scary to go on these dates. What a waste of time.
Yeah,
Like,
waste of time.
and
I-
just like makes you so sad about the state of affairs out there. Like, because you just, when you meet guys like that act like that, it must have worked for them somewhere else.
Right?
Some girl is
Or else he
accepting
wouldn't
this kind of
be-
abuse,
Yeah.
and like is hungry for it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me really sad.
that there's a girl out there who went on a date with him and was like, I liked that. I would do
Yes.
that again.
I like the
he
hole
goes,
in your
that
mouth.
worked. I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I would do that again.
Love
Like,
that thigh tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can't wait to meet your sister.
Like, he-
Yeah,
yeah. Oh,
your sister
God.
seems cool.
Your sister's,
She's
yeah.
so hot. Look at that bikini picture.
Andrew, are
God.
you dating?
Not really.
No, you were trying. Oh my God, your post yesterday.
Why did that offend
It
you so much?
annoyed me so
Why?
much. 'Cause he had
We've
to
talked
announce-
about this before.
Yeah, but we talked about it because we've talked. What
It's
you're
very
doing is
funny.
you're sending a clarion call to women to.
I don't think I
to
was.
to DM you. Yes,
I
you-
wasn't. That wasn't the reason
So
for
what
it.
Andrew Collin
It wasn't
did-
the reason
Yeah, what
for it.
was it?
He posted
It
on
was-
his Instagram one of these like where he
I
just
saw that,
types
I
something
saw
in his
that.
notes. He goes,
Oh, nice.
I've
Thanks.
deleted all my
Thanks for that.
dating
I'm a
apps.
good follower, yeah.
I've
I liked
deleted
it. Liked it
deleted
even.
all my dating apps. Start the year fresh.
She likes it.
Start the year fresh is not a sentence. No more spending time on useless apps. That
Wait, why
only-
is that not a sentence?
Like you could say I'm starting the year fresh, or like comma starting the year fresh. but
What's the subject in that sentence?
Exactly.
Andrew?
A Subway sandwich.
what is the subject of that sentence?
Me.
Start the year fresh.
Me.
Me start the year
start
fresh.
the year fresh.
Me start year fresh.
I've
Oh God, I
deleted all
just
my
got canceled.
dating apps.
Uh,
Start the year fresh. No more spending time on useless apps that only cause me stress. Also, the only dating app I get laid off of is Instagram. Okay, so what I said in this, my comment was, "There's no reason to post this," and truly, there is no reason.
I
for
almost
you to
wrote
post
there's
that.
no reason for you to comment that.
Yes, there was, because I have to call out when I see it. A real
1,100 people
obvious-
see the reason for it.
no. Okay.
1057.
Okay, good
And
job.
it's only going up.
But why? I don't even.
This
there's
is
nothing
the reason
funny
we've
about
talked
it.
about this.
There's
First
nothing
of all,
funny. There's
yes,
all
there
you're
is.
doing
There's
is
a lot-
telling girls to DM
Not
you
true.
on Instagram.
That's how you internalized it.
Bullshit. What were you trying to get out of
That's
that?
how you internalized
Okay,
it.
what's the joke? Tell me the
The
joke. 'cause I don't
joke
see the joke.
is that the joke is, we've talked about this before.
Okay,
when
you
my
keep
ex,
saying that, but I don't even
okay,
understand what that
because
means.
you keep interrupting.
Okay.
My ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
She would go, you got to delete all your dating apps. But Instagram is where I get laid off. I met
Okay.
her. That's where I got laid.
Yes.
You have to admit that's hilarious.
What? I know.
You know what, Anya?
What's that would
You
have
know
been
what?
funny. It would have been funny if he goes, my ex-girlfriend
I don't wanna talk
wanted
about
me
that.
to delete my
No,
my
I get
dating
it. I get
apps.
the joke. I get it.
This is more
So
more
what
relatable.
is the joke, though? I don't
That
understand
The
the
point
joke.
Instagram
of the
isn't a
joke
dating
is
app.
Instagram is not a dating app, but it really is a dating app, and we're all pretending that we had.
But you could have presented a different way to make it more of a joke. That was just, hey guys, I'm not doing dating apps. I meet
No,
girls
I think
on
it was there.
Instagram.
I think the joke
There's
was there.
no
There's a
joke
reason why
there.
people were laughing. A lot of people put tears face.
They did?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, it's funny because it's true. There's so much truth.
Well, I understand that people meet on Instagram, but there's nothing. It's not funny. There's that people. Those people are wrong and have bad taste
Nah,
in comedy.
dude, it is funny.
You
It's
missed the mark.
exactly no. Apparently, I didn't.
No, what this was you trying to get girls
No,
to
it
DM
wasn't,
you.
dude.
I cannot
the
believe.
joke is that I got rid of. Here I
Okay,
am
the
being
joke
like,
is
I'm
that
done
you're like,
with
I'm
dating.
done with things,
Yeah.
and now I'm still tied to Instagram.
Yes, because that's the only place I get laid. Because that's the only place women like me. Because they don't like me when they don't know that I'm
You didn't
somewhat
say
kind
any
of
of
famous.
that. You didn't
It's
say,
all implied.
No, it's not all implied.
I'm not gonna write a whole 9 paragraphs.
No, that would take 2 more sentences. It would be much funnier. That had no point except to alert women. Hey, and how many DMs did you get from girls being like,
just 9 or
yeah,
10.
Like, hey, I saw
exactly.
your post.
Hey, saw your post.
You,
saw your
in
post,
Andrew's
sliding
defense, he's definitely, like
I just feel like
putting out the notion that we've all heard talked about in the zeitgeist, which is that Instagram is the #1 dating app.
Yes, exactly. That's already been said, and he's doubling down on a joke that already been said.
I
and
haven't
he's
heard
not
that.
bringing.
Really?
Everyone talks about that, dude. You
I don't know.
always
Is
do this.
Instagram the new dating? Like, I don't.
Yes, people
I
talk.
don't
See?
know.
Oh, you've never heard that?
I mean, I don't get DMs from anyone I'm interested in. I get like weird shit
Yeah, same.
happening.
Well,
Men are
it's a
killers.
thing
I got a
that
good
people
DM
talk
the other
about.
day. It was hot.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was really hot.
What'd you get?
Some girl said, I woke up thinking about sitting on your face
Ooh.
while I was in the arms of another man.
Well, that's pretty good.
I just wrote back, I hope he had nice arms. and and then
Any follow up there?
yeah, I was like, so are we doing this? And she's like,
that's
I
a
didn't
good
think you seemed
comeback.
interested. And then
Wait, what? Why didn't you seem interested?
because I wrote, I hope he has nice arms. Like
yeah,
I
but
made
you
a joke.
always
Funny.
make a joke.
I would take
And I
that
was like,
as
look at the
interesting.
inside of my mouth.
Yeah. Well, that's grisly as well. I mean, that guy. You're
Yeah.
not chewing tobacco, but you're
It's
missing.
fine. Well, I don't have
things
to
chew
fix
tobacco
one
Check out my
with.
tooth.
gums,
You don't
like-
have to fix one tooth when they're all bad.
That's a good point.
So true.
So what happened with this girl? It turned into
Nothing yet.
nothing yet.
It's just hot on the plate right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hot
And
on the face.
Hot on the face. On my
Yeah.
face, hopefully. I love a
don't wanna
nice sit on the
visualize.
face. I really do.
God, that's so
I've
aggressive.
never liked that phrase. I gotta admit,
I
my,
love it. I think
my
it's
best
funny.
I
friend
do
used to
too.
say
You do
that.
like
my
it?
old
Love
best
it.
friend. She's
Do you like
dead.
when a guy
Yeah.
says it to you?
No, I like when I say it.
Oh.
Like, I want to sit on your
Or
face,
just like sit on my face, like as a joke.
Yes, it's
Like
funny.
I just think it's fun. I think it's like I don't know.
sitting on a guy's face feels.
But
It's
do you
just
like
like-
sitting on a guy's face?
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
yes, I
it's-
like smothering a guy with my vagina.
I just don't know
I
how
do.
to say it in company, like in
In company.
in,
No, I
in,
don't-
in context. How
I
do
don't
I
like
say
it in a
without
serious
laughing?
being like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't say.
But
it
have you ever said it
seriously.
and then did it? Or is it just a thing that you say, like,
Have you ever said it and then done it? I think
I
is what
could
you
say
mean.
Maybe
it.
not.
start fresh?
I could say it. I'd be like, I'm gonna sit on your fucking.
I don't think
face.
I have.
I think
Yeah,
I could
that would
say
be
it. I
hot
think I
as
could
fuck,
say it.
dude.
Yeah, it's in me.
Look at
I
me in
love
the
it.
eyes
You
and
definitely
do it.
have it in you.
Why?
Ugh.
No.
Wait, Andrew and I were doing this thing the other night where it was so funny. It was testing us very much where we were trying to make fuck eyes. Like,
Yeah.
like if we were trying
Like-
trying to like look at a guy across the room and like be like,
Fuck me.
Well, the thing was, I don't like to fuck people. I like to get fucked. So my fuck eyes need to be like, come fuck me.
Yeah.
And yours need to be like, I want to fuck you. And so we were doing it the other night. It was so, it was like,
It's so uncomfortable.
it was like doing it with my brother,
Yeah.
one that I'm not attracted to. Like your date.
Yeah, the ugly one.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but like it was so funny. But do it to me now.
All right. What do
Okay.
you want? Just the eyes, or you want me to say
These are
it?
the eyes that you would shoot at a girl to be like, I want to fuck you, and I'm
Wait,
at a bar. Okay, hold on. So yeah, that's so cool.
I want to fuck you.
I don't like this. This is like walking in on my parents. having sex.
Well, you know we did it once to make you, hun. So
What are
you know
yours?
at least
Do
did it
your
once.
eyes.
Mine, like okay, if I
Without
had to,
saying it, it just gets like very awkward. Okay.
I see it.
it's more of a like
see
a.
it.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna make a move?
You're like open to suggestions. over
Yes,
here.
like it's
Yeah.
kind of like come at me.
Yeah.
It's a more of a receiving. It needs work.
No,
It
that
doesn't.
was good.
That was good. I think it
felt
could be a
It was
little bit
good.
more aggressive.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
That's what. That's.
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
I had to look over here because I had to imagine the guy that I want to fuck is over here.
Yeah,
and then
over
I
my
had to do
dick.
it
And
to
then shift
you
your
because
eyes.
it wasn't working.
I think you have to like play with your hair, touch your arm, and then put your finger in your mouth. Not your pussy.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought that's what sent more of a
Nikki's
message of
just
like
fingering herself.
I'm doing some headlining dates. If you're in New York City, if you want to come see me do a longer set for really cheap, you can come see me. I think it's the 10th and the 20th. Check the Comedy Cellar website. But I'm doing. It was a really fun show last night. A lot of listeners, a lot of fans. Like it was just like a
10th
small room
of
my
January?
small. No, maybe not the 10th. Maybe the 12th. Look it
Okay.
up, you guys. But it was a small room of like amazing fans, and like I had
Awesome.
3 comics open for me, and they all fucking killed. It was like a curated show. Each of them will be like hand-selected comedians that I care about, and it was so fun. And one of the women that was seating the room early on, the girl that works there, she's like, "Hey, I put a hot guy. He's in the second row. I'm putting him in the second row, just so you know." And I'm like, "Awesome." And then I go, "Wait, which one is he?" She goes, "The guy in the hat." And he was just like, no one would
Not
ever
hot.
think this guy was hot. Like, you could just tell it was her type. And I'm like, you, like, I go, are we talking about the same person? Like, he just looked so not. And then
The
I
guy
was,
with the face tattoo, drooling
Yeah.
with blood out of his
it was
eyes.
just so
Oh,
cute
yeah.
because it just showed me that some
monocle.
girls, like, we don't all have the same type,
Right.
you know? But, like, I would never, she was just like, he's so hot. And I'm like, whoa, that is so different than what I would be attracted to. But I like, I don't. Do you? You like when your boyfriend Anya? You want your girlfriends to be like, he's hot.
Sure, it always feels good to have that kind of affirmation. I mean,
Yes.
even though I know it,
Yes.
it's sweet when someone goes, "Ooh, handsome" or whatever.
Yes. And I like when someone's hurt me for all my friends to pile on and be like, he's disgusting.
Right.
That really helps
Totally.
me.
They have to.
Yes.
But last week you said he was hot.
What?
No, I'm just
You're like,
saying.
Oh yeah. Last week, what's changed?
He was
well,
so
a
hot.
lot.
Yeah.
He
He didn't text me back. Oh, what an ugly bitch. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like,
It's-
oh, really? That guy's ugly? Really? The good-looking guy with the perfect chin?
Yeah, I mean, it's. What was I going to go into next? I wanted to talk to you, Andrew. You went on dates with girls recently, young girls, and you were just like, I mean, Luisa's 21. That's right in your range.
Who's 21?
I'm 26. But
26? Oh, you're 26.
She
I
said
thought
she
you
was 21 in that
No,
story.
26.
Oh,
I was
okay, you're
21.
26.
What did
You said 21 at some point.
I
Would
said
you date a
21
man
at
who's?
some
And I'm not
point.
trying to set you up with Andrew and
I'm
make this
26
awkward,
though.
but like, have you dated men who were 39 3/4?
No.
Before?
What
Or
about
anywhere close to that?
4/5?
No.
What's the highest you'll go?
What about 5'6"?
I'd go 30.
39?
31?
That's
30,
good.
39? I'd
Yeah.
go 30.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still young. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying the other day. I was like, my friend is 35 and she was like kind of like sad about her age. And you know, sometimes I get bummed about it too because I'm
Yeah.
like, so much is gone already. What did I do with that? These young, beautiful years of my life squandered being in like depressing relationships. But then I was legit walking down the street the other day and I was thinking, oh my God, being 35 as a woman is kind of like the best age because you're not too old or like too gross physically. And when you get older, you get a little bit grosser.
Gross, yeah.
Like for young men could still be just as attracted to you as they are young women. You still have a great body. You're still like looking great. So you can get young men and you can get older men too. So my age range is wider than it will ever be at any other age in my life in terms of like how far I can
in
go
terms
up.
of like eligible men.
But you
Yes.
won't go up past. I offered you a 46, and you didn't want a 46.
I didn't want. No, I don't. But I could go up to 40. I would. Go,
You can go up to whatever you want.
considered it.
You can go up to 90 if you want.
I just. I could.
You can fuck a 90-year-old man.
I wouldn't.
You would.
No,
Come
you
on.
don't know
If
me.
He was handsome.
If he was handsome, what 90-year-old man is handsome?
Come on, there's some out there.
No, there's not.
there's one
not
old man that you
one.
would fuck.
No, there's no.
How
man.
old would you go if he was like the best-looking old man you've ever seen?
60s. You could still look real good in your 60s as a man. Real good.
Yeah, real.
But like,
But you didn't want to go 46 the other day. That was
just
a
didn't want
a
your-
break.
I
And
didn't
he's
like
a
the way you
good-looking
were
man.
presenting that guy.
I didn't present him well.
No.
But he's
You were like, he's really rich. He hangs out with a lot of celebrities.
He's
I was just like,
6'4".
ugh.
6'4".
6'4" is almost too tall.
6'3" and a
Yeah,
half.
but you would go for Stern if you were single.
Hell yes.
And Stern's like what?
Stern's like
58?
6'6".
He's my dad's age. He's 61, I think. No, 66. 60. My dad's exactly 30 years
So
old.
if he's got $1 billion and nice
No,
hair.
and I really respect what he does for a living. I mean, that's like the things I'm drawn to now are men that can protect me and care about me and are successful and talented.
right.
This
Look
guy's
for that,
pretty much
Andrew.
a lot of that.
What's he talented in?
He's an unbelievable guitarist.
Oh wow, okay, I'm into that.
He has he's very athletic.
I
He's
just-
handsome. I'll show you guys him at the break.
Okay.
Or
Can
I
I-
can show him now.
Can I read a thing that I got last night from this matchmaker? A famous matchmaker has been like trying to hit me up. She puts stuff out on her stories. She's constantly, her name's she wrote a story being like, does anyone know Nikki Glaser? I have a man for her. Apparently guys buy her service. She probably asked them 2 or 3 celebrities that you would like to date, and he listed me, or he listed someone who looked like me, and she was like, "What about this girl?" And he was like, "Yes." So now she is on my tail trying to get me to meet with her so she can tell me about her client. Hi, Nikki. Oh yeah, so let me look at the DM. So my friend texted me with her number on it. Like, this girl's reached me in so many different ways. But she wrote, wild question for you. Are you single? I'm a matchmaker and have a smart, handsome, funny, amazing man in mind. He's age appropriate, lives in New York City in a gorgeous place in the West Village, does a ton of business in LA, so he's there a ton. I think she thinks I live in LA. He's Jewish. She probably thinks I'm Jewish. Very close with his family, a really thoughtful guy, has a nice circle of quality friends, loves to travel. Ugh. The travel and close with his family, I'm like, I can pass on both of those. I don't need to be going traveling. I travel enough. You stay home, hun. Above 6 foot. He's tall, above 6 foot, exclamation mark. Funny, charismatic, an art collector.
It sounds like a robot is sending this to
Savvy, too. Yes, it does.
Just list everything good about a person.
Would love to have coffee or drink with you when I'll be in LA at the end of the month. I said, I'm in New York, actually. Can I not see what he looks like before I meet him? Is that the rule? She goes, hi, I just texted back. Lauren did a group chat. She texted me on the thing. New York is easy. I'm here, too. Yup. But I tell you all about him. I've run a background check, been to his home, had a meal with him, too, so he's totally normal. She's done like
I
a
fucked
family.
him.
She fucked him.
I tasted his cum.
we have a child
It's
together.
good cum.
But you can't see a picture of him, but I can tell you the consistency of his cum.
Why can't you see a picture to protect his anonymity?
Probably so that, she has to protect her business, which is like the business
exactly.
is, I don't think I pay, but he pays to keep his anonymity until a girl actually decides, like, yeah, I want to go out with
Does
this
he
guy.
have a West Virginia tattoo?
That's weird to me, though. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, yeah.
What's an hour
So wait,
coffee?
so then what happened?
No, I gotta go on a date with her to go on a date with him.
That's insane.
I know it's a lot of work, man.
That's
but
like when I did It's Just Lunch. It's the
But
same
then my
shit.
friend told me, Sarah Lena told me that one of her model friends got approached by a matchmaker thing, a similar thing, blind item, a guy that was just like, who knows, and she's married to him now, and she's pulling up pictures, and they're like, they're happily married. It actually works, because sometimes these guys are really successful. They don't have fucking time to go on apps.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They don't want their faces on these apps. They're too embarrassed to do it or whatever it is, and they just tell a woman, here's a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Here's what I like. Here's who I like. If you can approach these women and get them for me, like you said you've had for your past clients, why wouldn't I do that? So it's not like a bad
Kinda
idea.
makes sense,
I'm
yeah.
open to it.
Yeah.
I think you should get some of the money.
Yeah.
I mean, then you're a
Give it.
prostitute, but then
Right.
I think you should get, like, just to go on a date, you should get some kind of
It's 20%.
fee.
Well, okay.
Say that. Go back to her. Be like, look, I want 20%.
Go negotiate.
Or
yeah.
I'm not showing up.
I think she gets it on the back end, babe.
Yeah, she does. This is the guy that I think he's handsome, isn't he?
Who is that? Oh.
That's the guy that
He's
I
got
want
a
to set
nice
her.
dimple.
Let me see.
See, that is no,
No.
dude.
No, dude, you got a wrong
I mean,
picture.
it's not.
He looks
for
like
me.
John Hamm mixed with a raccoon.
Actually-
I don't
Yeah,
like
John
it.
Raccoon.
I don't like it.
Johnny Raccoon. If he had the right hair product, I think it'd be
Dude,
fine.
that's like a picture. That's like a business.
I just feel like
picture.
that looked like a stock photo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a
Okay.
LinkedIn
Fine. I'll
stock
find.
photo.
I don't
I'll
know
find
what to
one
do with that.
where you
Kind of
can-
more casual picture.
I just don't
Find
think
something
he's on
cash.
Instagram.
So the
Louisa, do
only
you?
thing-
Yeah. Sorry.
Only thing holding you back from going on this matchmaker date is
Time.
not seeing his picture. Aside
Yep.
from that he's close with his family and he likes art.
Yeah, the close with his family, travel, and he likes art. I mean, he's an art collector. First of all, art collectors, I think, are snobby. I'm just going to say that right out. I feel like I love art, but I would never, be like, I'm an art collector. Like, I just feel like they're pretenders. He'll judge the art in my apartment. I don't want that. I already feel, insecure about my taste levels. So, it's someone who, prides himself on having good taste, I kind of am, whenever someone's, a stylist or, a model, I don't want anything to do with them because I feel like they'll be like, you don't dress well, and then they'll
Yeah.
reject
And I don't
me.
need that. Yeah, I don't
Also,
need
art people are the same as people that like wine. They're very into wine.
And it's just
shut
well,
up.
you know that this thing really is just a made up thing, and
Yeah.
it's
You're
totally
an alcoholic.
subjective, and
That's
there's
what you
no
are.
real.
You're an alcoholic. I like wine. I have a
You're
wine
an
cellar.
artaholic, honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see canvas.
No, I think that's
Shut
hot. Guys that work in art. Jennifer Lawrence is married to an art dealer, and he's super hot and cool. So,
You're flexible on it.
and I'm an artist. Listen, I'm a fucking artist. Maybe he's trying to collect me.
There
Add
you
to
go.
his collection.
Put you on the wall.
By the way, you have a huge piece of art in your
Should
apartment.
frame that
That's
ass.
amazing.
I have tons of art in my apartment. I love art. So maybe we would get along. Is his name Art? Because I'd like to. I'm collecting that. Yeah.
Arthur.
Did you find another
I'm
picture
trying
of
to
this
find
guy
more
that's more
pictures.
cash?
A cash pick.
A cool
I'm
cash
trying,
pick.
I'm trying my hardest.
Yeah.
He's you know what?
He's scrolling through a lot.
This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. No, that was his brother.
Oh.
Who?
Brother.
Is his brother available?
That's his brother.
No, his brother got 2 kids.
I don't. Lucy, when was the last time you had sex? Can I ask you that?
Yes. Actually, New Year's Eve.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah.
How?
Look at me.
Who?
I've gone on a few dates with this one guy.
Okay.
He's actually very nice.
Okay.
But I was like super drunk on New Year's Eve, so it almost doesn't count. You know?
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
It's like that almost.
You don't even
didn't
remember
happen.
it.
Like barely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
Just like
hazy
flashes of
clothes coming off
like
of skin
body
being
parts.
touched. Yes, I've been there a lot.
Yeah.
So okay.
So I woke
fine.
up and I was like, damn, 2020. I was like anxious from the start.
Was that the first time you had slept with him?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
So it's like whatever.
Oh
but,
yeah. And are you interested in this guy being your boyfriend, or is he just like a fun?
I would like to see where it goes. I don't know.
Are you able to have sex without drinking?
I would prefer to have drinking, but
Yep.
but I'm able to. Yes,
You are.
I'm
You are.
for sure able to.
Okay, with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
But
I got
the
a
first
proposition last week on the show from a guy that I used to only have drunk sex with. Nick Yusuf was on the show last week. It was really erotic. Because I was complaining about how my ex-boyfriend, the guy that I sleep with when it's like the easiest,
Yeah.
I was complaining that he doesn't really want to have sex with me anymore. I've just gotten that vibe from him. So the one person that I feel safe having sex with, like, is
Is
more
shutting you,
And
yeah.
I don't have any sex in my life. And Nick Yusuf, who is a guy that I used to sleep with back in 2009, we used to get blackout drunk and meet up and have like filthy fun sex. He
Yeah.
really taught me a lot about.
That's a good thing to have.
Sex.
Just a one like a drunk fuck buddy.
Oh, it was so much fun. We just listen to music and have really filthy sex.
Yeah.
Like I like would do things that men have not done to me since. It was amazing. Last week he's on the show and we've become friends since then. We got sober the same time. We have not hooked up since we both gotten sober, and we've just been friends. And he does the show and he's moved to New York, but there's it's just a different vibe with us. And he last week on the show, I was lamenting about the ex, and he was and I was asking Nick about his sex life, and there was no reason for me to be doing that other than to be like, what's going on with you? You know, he's dated a porn star before, like he's very sexually like liberated and like just goes. He's just a fucking sexy dude. Yeah. And he goes, I went to a sex party. He talked all about this sex party. You should listen on demand to the last week's Monday episode. It was fantastic. Nick Yusuf and Remy Casimir was here, and then he's talking about the sex party that he went to. And he's like, Nikki, what? Because Remy at some point goes, why don't you guys have sex again? And I was like, and I'm like, and he goes, yeah, why aren't we having sex? And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, I mean, like, we've done a,
Yes.
like, why don't we
yes,
have sex? And I was like,
yes.
I was like,
right.
well,
Why
I didn't
not?
know that he was even down to, because I've kind of been like,
Right.
does he like me or are we just friends? But I've been totally fine being friends. There's not like some like lingering. And he was like, no, how about we go to a sex party? I'll go down on you for 40 minutes. I'll look up at some point and just like check in on you if we can do more. But like, because
Check in after 40
I said
minutes.
to him, because I was like, Nick, I have not had sex sober with you ever. Like, it's nice that I've had sex with you already, so it's not new dick. It's not stressing me out. But seriously, like I'm really scared
Why
of
do you
sex.
have to go to a sex party for this?
Right, that's what I was
Because I
gonna
was
say.
into that idea. Like, when he was talking about it, I was like, I would go to one of those. He was like, let's go together. And I'm like,
It's like an adventure. It's like a reason to have sex with him.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like the voyeurist aspect of it. But he just said he wants to go down on me for 40 minutes and then check
and
in
then
on
check
me.
in on you.
And then we can do more, but we don't have to do more.
That's
I was
so
just
sweet
like,
of him.
it's
to check
so
in.
nice.
That's
So
a
that's
long
on
time.
what?
40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's so long.
That's insanely long.
I
That's
mean,
like
that's
twice as long as I do on
I
the road
know.
with you.
What's holding you back? Does he collect art?
what's holding me back is that I really like our friendship. Like, I really do. What's also holding me back is I don't want to have sex with him and
What if
and
you don't
start
touch
liking
him?
him.
What if you don't have to touch him? He
Because
just eats you out.
then
I want
what?
his dick in me.
Wait,
Like,
then
I would
what
want
happens if you start liking him?
that. I just am he's not someone that I want to be boyfriend and girlfriend with. I can just tell that already, and I'm scared that my body might get physically attached to someone that
I
I
see.
don't really intellectually I'm ready to be in a relationship right now.
It happens.
So that's what my
You
fear
might need
is.
to take that leap.
So what if he went
I
down
know.
to 30
Risk it.
minutes?
I'll give you a little light at 25. No, it was super hot. It was so nice.
I
And then,
want 2 lights.
Give me the light.
The show needs this.
I know. It was so fun.
Your
I know.
friends need
Yeah,
this.
you gotta
It's
get
happening
dick down,
soon.
girl.
Dude,
you gotta get
I'm
dick
gonna hook up
down.
Thank you so much for watching that clip that you just watched. Did you enjoy it? I hope you did. If you did, thumbs up it. Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you just keep watching more videos? Let them play. Share with your friends. Go share on your Instagram story. Go, just have a great day.